Folks, Chef Jesse here. How's everybody doing on this Saturday night? It's dark outside and it's only 6:30. It's dark outside. I guess, the changing of the times. So anyway, folks, today we are going to be making something something special, I should say. I don't know. It is a potato beef casserole. What is that? Well, it's also known. It's a Latin dish. It's similar to shepherd's pie. It's called pastelón de papa. Okay, that's what it's called, pastelón de papa. And so I'm gonna be doing it for the first time. Wow. So you gotta bear with me because I hope this comes out good. So anyway, basically it is potato with meat inside made into like a pie, like shepherd's pie. So then we're gonna put it together. We're gonna bake it and all that good stuff, and it's gonna be good. I know it is. So, folks, I am going to start browning my ground beef. Okay, so let's get the ground beef out of the refrigerator here. Oh yeah. So I got about. Let me see. Oh, that's some cilantro. We'll put this back. I've got about. Let me see how many pounds of meat here. I got about 2.18 pounds. Whatever the hell that means. But, so I have 2 pounds of meat. So I'm gonna start the browning here in this pan that I got here, and let me show you. And I have all these ingredients actually. And I have some peppers. I got some peppers and some onions that I chopped up. I got some cilantro. I got some garlic powder. I got some salt. I got some onion powder. There we go. And white pepper. Okay. And we have this sazon, which is gonna give the meat a nice color. Okay, so we're going to put all this together in the pot and we're going to brown the meat. Okay, so stay tuned. So I'm going to start off by putting some sofrito, and this is sofrito, which is made up of green peppers, red peppers. It's got garlic, it's got onions. It's all grinded up together. So I don't make this. Let me see. I just. Okay, so you got my pot here. It's time for another pot. The pots are coming. They're coming. So I'm going to put about 1, 2. I want a lot of flavor in this meat. So I put about a little bit over 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to turn this on. Okay, like so. And I'm going to start to get the flavor out of this. I'm going to get the flavor out of this sofrito, okay? So I put about 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay. And I'm cooking the sofrito just to get the flavors out of it, the flavors, okay? So now I'm going to start putting in the meat. Let's see. I'm watching James Bond, Goldfinger, as I'm cooking this. Okay. So let me see what's going on. Okay. So I got the flavors out of the sofrito. Now I'm gonna put the meat. Okay. I'm gonna slowly add the meat in. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we gotta make sure that you don't you don't fry the meat. Make sure that the flame is low. Okay. Okay. And to this, I'm gonna add the garlic powder. I'm gonna add the salt. Okay. I'm going to add the white pepper and the garlic powder, the onion powder and garlic powder, okay? So, over there. And we're going to add some cilantro. Again, I love cooking with cilantro. I'm going to mix this up, okay? We're going to make sure that this is all mixed up in there. You can also add olives to this. Some people add olives. I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I have olives. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to start to brown this meat. Okay. In a few minutes, we'll be right back. Okay. Now, you got to be careful with this because even though your meat is already brown, it might not be cooked thoroughly. So you got to leave it in there for a while. Lower the flame. Make sure it's not, it's not frying up. And the water actually will help cook it more and make the meat more soft. Okay. So you got to keep moving it because ground beef tends to clump up, okay? And you don't want that. So making sure that all the ingredients are spread out evenly. Okay, and when this is browned, you can taste it to see what it needs. It might need a little bit more salt. It might need some garlic powder. Whatever it needs, you can add it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some of the onions and some of the peppers. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I owe about 4 tablespoons, and I got a little bit more here. So I'm just going to mix this up, making sure that it's all in there. Okay, look at that, folks. Look at how that looks already. It smells. The flavors are starting to come together. This is delicious. It's starting to come together, the flavors. Okay, you want to break these, the peppers, the onions. You want to cook them. Okay, so, yeah. So, folks, my meat is done. I'm continuing cooking there. I put some tomato sauce. Put some tomato sauce in there. I put about half a can. It looks good. It's looking great. Let's taste this. Okay, let's take some of this meat. Let's taste it. See what it tastes like. Delicious. So I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to put this to the side. Because now I got to get my potatoes going, okay? So in this pot here, I'm going to fill up with water. I'm going to be using about 2.5, 3 pounds of potatoes. I'm using golden potatoes, which are great for mashed potatoes. And so folks, for this dish, I'm going to be using golden potatoes. And these are nice and creamy when done. I'm going to be boiling about maybe, I don't know, 2 pounds, 3 pounds of these things. And then I'm going to mash them up with butter, some milk, egg yolk. And then I'm going to make it into like it was mashed potatoes. I'm going to take those, I'm going to put it into a pan. I'm going to lay it with meat and cheese and then put another topping on it. So you'll see, it looks like a lasagna actually. So let me peel these and I'll be right back. So folks, I am boiling my potatoes now. So it's going to take me a little while to boil the potatoes. Once I boil the potatoes, I'm going to make it into mashed potatoes. I'm going to mash it, milk, butter and all that other good stuff. And then we're going to start putting our potato casserole together, and you're gonna be with me to see that, so stay tuned. So folks, my my mashed potatoes are almost done. About another minute or so, they're starting to get soft. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this is a I want to make, when I make this casserole like a shepherd's pie, I want it to have a nice color, a golden color. So I'm going to be adding what we call achote, which is a annatto seed. I'm going to be adding some of this into the mix of the potatoes just to make it golden yellow. And you're going to see how I do this, okay? Okay, folks, so right here I have a small saucepan, and I put about a couple of tablespoons of oil. I'm going to heat up the oil very low, and I'm going to add the annatto seeds, okay? The annatto seeds, as you can see, will start to release a yellowish color. It's like food coloring. And this is, I'm going to add this to the potatoes because I want the potatoes to be nice and golden yellow, not just white, okay? So let me take out, I'm going to drain the potatoes now. I'm going to keep an eye on this that doesn't burn. I'm going to drain my potatoes and start mashing them. Okay, wow, this is steamy. So I'm going to start mashing my potatoes now, okay? I'm going to mash them nice. Make sure there's no lumps in them, okay? And what I'm doing, I'm mashing half of them and making sure that, okay? And I'm going to add some butter to this. I'm going to add, for now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Give me a second here to get my butter out of here. Okay, 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay, I'm going to add this to this mix. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of milk. I'm not really measuring here. I know measurements by eye. Okay? And I'm going to start mashing this more and more. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is get the rest of the potatoes and put them in there. Okay, like so. There we go. Now we're going to start mashing them. Okay? Now that these potatoes are nice and golden. Oh my God. This is good. My annatto, my achote is, okay, and then I'm going to put the rest of the butter in here. Let this cover this up. It should melt in there. Okay. Let me just taste this a little bit. Terrific. Tastes great. This is my my annatto seeds releasing the color. I'm gonna put this into the mashed potatoes because I want a golden color to this, okay? I don't just want to make these. So you're gonna see how it comes out, okay? So make sure you don't burn that, the annatto, and you need one of these strainers. This happens to be a brand new one. Okay. So you get one of these strainers and you strain the annatto, and I'm gonna show you in a second how to do that. Okay, so make sure this is mashed up very good. Very thoroughly. You don't leave no lumps or anything like that. Okay, so now that my potatoes are done, they're mashed up and everything, I'm gonna put some of the annatto oil in it. Not too much, but remember, I'm looking for that golden color of the potatoes. Okay, so I strain it. There you go, like this, and then I just mix this around. Okay, like so. There you go. Look at that. So it gives it a nice yellowish color. Okay, and it looks just more appealing. Okay, and you just adjust it. If you see that you need a little bit more color, you put more color in it and you adjust it. Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna spray this with some cooking spray in order so it won't stick. Okay, and use enough of it, and then I'm gonna start putting this together. You're gonna see how. Okay. Oh. So let me get my spoon and start putting this together, okay? Now you're gonna lay it out the thin, semi-thin layer. Okay. There you go. So you're gonna continue laying this down, okay? And then you're gonna do this whole bottom part, okay? Now, with this is better. See, now I'm laying it down like if it was cement, plaster, okay? And I don't want to make it too thick, so I'm taking some of it out. Okay? There you go, make it nice. I can stick my finger there and see how thin it is. Okay. So it's just about right. Okay? Okay, just like that. Look at that. Look at how nice this looks. Now, on top of this, I'm going to start throwing the meat. Okay, so let's get the meat. The meat, okay. Let's drain the meat a bit. You don't want the liquid from the meat, so drain the meat. Let me see if I got something else better to drain the meat here. Okay, yes I do. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna drain the meat, and we're gonna lay it down. Okay, so there goes the meat. Now we're gonna lay out the meat. We're gonna lay the meat out. This is just like a lasagna, I'm telling you. Okay, so this is a potato meat or potato beef casserole. Okay, and then I guess you can make this in layers. But this is only going to be one layer, and then we're going to cover up. Then we're going to put some cheese on it. We're going to put the potatoes on top. Okay, so the meat is in there, and now we're going to top this off with mozzarella cheese. Okay, this mozzarella cheese is going to get nice and melted, and it's going to go into the meat. And it's going to give it. Oh my God! It's going to give it a flavor. Okay, and spread it out. I got more cheese. Okay, I got more cheese. Don't worry about it. We always have cheese in this house. Oh, do we have cheese? Oh, okay. So I think that's good. I'm gonna put a little bit more, and then I'm gonna start putting the top on this. So, folks, there goes the finishing touch. This is how it looks with the potato on top. And now I'm gonna coat it with some more mozzarella cheese, okay? And I've been preheating my oven to 350, so we're gonna put a good amount of cheese on this because this is the topping, okay? And like I said, I set the oven at 350, preheated the oven, and now I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna bake this in there for about another 20 to 25 minutes, so until the cheese is melted and it's got nice and golden brown on top. So let's cover this up here. Just like a lasagna. Look at that. Just like a lasagna, okay? Okay. Put this cheese over here. And this should be nice. Oh my God, this is gonna be nice. Yep. So now I gotta clean this kitchen, the mess. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350. Oh, it's heavy. At 350. for about 25 minutes, and then we'll see how it comes out. So stay tuned. So folks, dinner is done. Potato casserole, pastelón de papa, whatever you want to call it. It looks delicious. If you saw the video, you see how it looks. So let's go. I'm going to show you how it looks. So folks, doesn't it look delicious? You got the cheese on top, the potatoes, and it's layered with meat in the middle and meat in the bottom. And I'm going to cut it up now and serve it and see. This is my first time doing this, so it looks good. So let's see how it tastes. So folks, it looks great and it's at the table, so let's go to the table. So folks, let's do a recap of this. It's a potato casserole known as pastelón de papa, which is potatoes, and it's basically mashed potatoes with meat in the middle, right? It's like a shepherd's pie, just about the same thing, but Latin style. So it has a layer of potatoes in the bottom. It's got cheese. It's got ground beef, and then it's got another layer of potatoes on top with another layer of cheese. We use today mozzarella cheese, and we seasoned the meat very good stuff. So that's what it looks like. So let's turn this and show you. Look at that. Look at that. And we got having the side on the side, and yeah. So because this is a special dish, I mean, it's the first time I'm making it, so I sat down here to taste it, and let's taste this. That's what it looks like. Pretty good. The potatoes are nice and soft. The meat inside. I'll dip myself again. So folks, with that said, some kind of explosion or something out my window. Anyway, folks, with that said, I love you guys. Really do from the bottom of my heart today, Saturday night. If you're going out, be careful, wear your mask, wash your hands, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I won't be doing dinner. Gilbert's working late, and I'll probably do something for myself. I'll show you what I'm doing, but no big deal. But next week, we'll do the whole week with the old recipes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Really do from the bottom of how you guys keep it going. And I will see you guys Monday. Have a great night. Enjoy. Be careful.